Ibn Arabi, also known as Muhyiddin Ibn Arabi or Sheikh Akbar, the greatest master, was a prominent Islamic scholar, mystic, poet, and philosopher born on July 28, 1165, in Murcia, Al-Andalus, present day Spain. He is considered one of the most significant figures in Islamic mysticism, Sufism, and philosophy. Ibn Arabi was raised in a scholarly and religious family, and he showed exceptional intellectual abilities from a young age. He received a comprehensive education, studying the Islamic sciences, philosophy, mathematics, and various other subjects of his time. He became well-versed in Islamic law, Sharia, theology, Kalam, and Hadith, traditions of the Prophet Muhammad. At the age of 30, Ibn Arabi embarked on a spiritual journey across the Islamic world, seeking knowledge and guidance from various Sufi masters and scholars. He traveled extensively throughout the Middle East and North Africa, gaining valuable insights into different Sufi orders and mystical practices. Ibn Arabi's works are numerous, consisting of over 800 titles. Though not all of them have survived to the present day, his most famous work is Al-Futuhat, Al-Makkiyah, The Meccan Openings, an extensive, profound, and complex work that explores various aspects of metaphysics, cosmology, spirituality, and the divine. It consists of a series of visions and revelations that he claimed to have experienced during his time in Mecca. Another important work by Ibn Arabi is Fusus al-Hikam, The Bezels of Wisdom, which examines the wisdom of different prophets and represents his ideas on the unity of existence, divine love, and the role of human beings in realizing their divine potential. Ibn Arabi's teachings emphasize the concept of Wadat al-Wujud, the unity of existence, which asserts that everything in the universe is a manifestation of the divine essence and that the apparent diversity is an illusion. This concept has been a subject of debate and interpretation within Islamic scholarship throughout history. His ideas and writings had a profound impact on Islamic thought, mysticism, and philosophy, as well as influencing various other intellectual traditions throughout the centuries. However, his teachings were also met with controversy and criticism from some Orthodox scholars. Ibn Arabi died on November 16, 1240, in Damascus, Syria. His tomb in Damascus remains a place of pilgrimage for many Sufis and seekers of spiritual wisdom. Over the centuries, his legacy continued to influence Islamic philosophy and Sufi thought, making him one of the most celebrated and debated figures in the history of Islamic mysticism. Ibn Arabi's quotes are often profound and rich with spiritual wisdom. Here are 30 famous quotes by Ibn Arabi along with brief explanations of their meanings. 1. Do not be a slave to others when Allah has created you free. Explanation. This quote emphasizes the idea that human beings should not be subservient to the opinions or expectations of others. Instead, they should recognize their inherent freedom and autonomy as creations of God. 2. Do not praise your own faith exclusively so that you disbelieve all the rest. Explanation. Ibn Arabi promotes religious tolerance and encourages individuals not to be narrow-minded about their own faith. Appreciating the diversity of beliefs and respecting others' religious paths can lead to a more inclusive and compassionate society. 3. The entire cosmos is within you. Find everything in yourself. Explanation. This quote conveys the idea of the microcosm. Macrocosm relationship suggesting that everything in the external world is mirrored within the depths of a person's being. Understanding oneself fully leads to greater insight into the nature of reality. 4. The perfect man is the one who does not see except perfection in others. Explanation. This quote emphasizes the importance of seeing the good in others and not being quick to judge or criticize. A truly enlightened individual views others with a compassionate and forgiving heart. 5. Whosoever knows oneself knows one's Lord. Explanation. Ibn Arabi highlights the connection between self-knowledge and knowledge of God. By exploring one's innermost being, a person gains insight into the divine essence within themselves. 6. He who knows his own self knows God. Explanation. Similar to the previous quote, this one emphasizes the idea that self-awareness and self-realization lead to a deeper understanding of the divine. 7. The self is like a sword. It is only in the hands of the one who knows how to use it that it will produce good. Explanation. The human ego. The self can be a powerful tool or a destructive force. When wielded wisely by an enlightened person, it can lead to positive actions and growth. 8. All beings are words of God, His music, His art. Explanation. This quote reflects the notion that everything in existence is an expression of God's divine attributes and qualities. Each being represents a unique aspect of the divine creation. 9. Every prophet and saint has a mirror that magnifies the divine attributes. Explanation. Prophets and saints are reflections of the divine qualities, and their existence serves as a mirror to manifest and amplify these attributes for the benefit of humanity. 10. Nothingness is the absence of existence, and existence is the absence of nothingness. Explanation. Ibn Arabi delves into metaphysical concepts with this quote. He suggests that existence and nothingness are interdependent, and understanding one helps to comprehend the other. 11. The tongue speaks only of the seen, but the heart knows the unseen. Explanation. This quote highlights the limitation of language in describing spiritual realities. The heart, symbolizing intuition and inner knowing, is more attuned to the unseen aspects of existence. 12. Wisdom is knowing that in the absolute sense, nothing actually exists. Explanation. In the ultimate reality, everything is an expression of the divine and, therefore, transient. Wisdom lies in understanding the illusory nature of the material world and recognizing the underlying unity of existence. 13. The way to God is within yourself. Explanation. Ibn Arabi emphasizes the idea that the path to God lies within the individual's own consciousness and heart. Seeking God does not require external journeys, but rather introspection and spiritual awareness. 14. The universe is a book, and those who do not travel read only a page. Explanation. Ibn Arabi encourages exploration and learning from diverse experiences. The vastness of the universe is like an infinite book, and those who limit themselves to a narrow perspective miss out on its grandeur. 15. The only lasting beauty is the beauty of the heart. Explanation. Outer beauty is temporary, but the beauty of the heart, meaning one's inner qualities and virtues, is eternal and leaves a lasting impact on others. 16. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. Explanation. Love seeks no reward or personal gain. It is its own reward and desires to express itself fully without any ulterior motives. 17. Be in the world as if you were a stranger or a traveler. Explanation. Ibn Arabi suggests adopting a detached perspective toward the material world, recognizing that our true home lies beyond this temporary existence. 18. The most complete gift of God is a life based on knowledge. Explanation. Knowledge is a precious gift from God, and a life devoted to seeking and understanding knowledge is one of the most fulfilling and enriching ways to live. 19. Your true friend is your own heart, and your heart is the truest guide to you. Explanation. Ibn Arabi emphasizes the importance of listening to one's heart, as it can provide genuine guidance and be a reliable companion in life's journey. 20. Everything that happens is from Him and returns to Him. Explanation. This quote reflects the concept of divine predestination and providence, suggesting that everything in existence is governed by God and ultimately leads back to Him. 21. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Explanation. Ibn Arabi encourages a lifelong pursuit of knowledge. Learning should be continuous and enduring from the earliest stages of life until the end. 22. In silence, there is eloquence. Explanation. Sometimes profound truths are best conveyed through silence and contemplation rather than words. Silence can hold a deeper and more meaningful message. 23. The universe is the mirror of God. Explanation. The cosmos reflects the attributes and nature of God. Observing the world can be a means of gaining insights into the divine. 24. The only worth of the world lies in seeing the revelation of God in it. Explanation. Ibn Arabi suggests that the world's true value lies in recognizing it as a manifestation of the divine, not in material possessions or superficial pursuits. 25. The one who loves finds the door open. Explanation. Love opens doors and leads to divine realization. Genuine love can bring a person closer to spiritual truths and understanding. 26. The divine is closer to you than your jugular vein. Explanation. God's presence is intimate and ever present. This quote emphasizes the immanence of the divine within each individual. 27. The heart is the sanctuary at the center of which there is a little space wherein the Great Spirit dwells. Explanation. The heart is a sacred place where the divine spirit resides. It is the locus of spiritual connection and divine knowledge. 28. There is a force within that gives you life. Seek that. Explanation. This quote encourages seeking the inner spiritual force that sustains life and brings vitality to the soul. 29. You find peace not by rearranging the circumstances of your life, but by realizing who you are at the deepest level. Explanation. True peace comes from self-awareness and spiritual realization, not from changing external circumstances. 30. You were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Explanation. Ibn Arabi urges individuals to recognize their innate spiritual potential and not to be content with a limited existence. We are born with the potential to soar spiritually, hence we should strive for higher spiritual aspirations. Keep in mind that these explanations provide a general understanding of the quotes, but Ibn Arabi's writings often